Hey, I'm going to maybe not look at the camera because I'm keeping an eye on Poppy. We are at Fun for All. That's why you may be hearing a loud industrial noise. It's their totally ineffective air conditioning, I think. And that brings me back to the summer of 2013 when we were house hunting, living at Nancy and Michael's, and their house was nice and air conditioned, but there was strong pressure to get out of the house before Michael was up, and we just had to leave all day until Nancy came home. There was such a strong vibe of that. And so we'd go to places that have air conditioning, like the library. And then one day I was like, we need somewhere for Poppy to play. And so I Googled, and we were from this place, Fun for All in Port Jeff, across the street from the train station. But we were in Northport, and I realized it was a long drive. It's like a 40-minute drive in the hot sun. We took the RV, or no, maybe not. I don't know what vehicle we were in, but there's no AC. It was like you open the windows, it's just hot wind comes in. So I'm just like, there's gonna be AC when we get into this place. And you get in, and it's just like room temperature. It's not hot, but it's not cold or cooling, and it's loud. So I hope you can hear me. We got here kind of late. They closed at 8. We got here at 6:45. But she seems happy. There was nobody here when we got here, but now there are kids. They seem a little older. There's some preteens, girls in skin-tight jeans, teenagers. Why are they here? Why? I guess there's a little bit of a video arcade. Alright, I'm seeing Poppy. She's dancing and jumping and looking happy. Okay, anyway. So, the sociopathic dependent, this is how she laid it out for me. She was like, because I was like, it's still very hard for me to reconcile that she's like this force at work. Very successful, works really hard. Works hard at a hard profession. She has to be tough. She's tough. And she also uses humor a lot to deflect. She's funny, but it sometimes comes across to me as a defense mechanism. But anyway, she's funny, and the whole generosity thing, a lot of people see her as angelic. Paul was like, not everyone sees her as an angel. Well, I don't know if he knows something I don't know. I'm sure that's true, but I know there are numerous people that do see her that way, have said it to me. Your sister's an angel. So, meanwhile, I'm aware of his dark side, and it's confusing because the angel stuff is it seems sincere. It has tangible results, like she helped Lauren, or people that are not me. She has helped out. So I'm saying to my therapist, I'm like, it is still sometimes I'm like, what am I doing? Why? What? Who? And then I was like, who is she? And that's when she was like, she took a deep breath, and she was like, I don't like to be dramatic and make sweeping statements, but she's like, you're aware of borderline personality disorder? And I was like, yeah. And she's like, and she didn't say narcissistic personality disorder, but she's like, narcissism. I was like, yeah. And she was like, your sister is very weak. She needs you. I also, earlier I'd said that she's so powerful, but she's a complete doormat in relationships with Beast, and before that with men. Anyway, so she's like, she needs you, or she needs her partner. and she is really smart and observant, and she knows your weaknesses, your vulnerabilities, and she kind of goes for it. And so she will say the thing that makes you feel bad, and then she's the one that's gonna help you not feel so bad. Like, oh, I'm such a good sister. My, little sister has so many problems. I'm helping her. But she's the one that was like this Manchurian candidate, like triggering. So, but it's coming from a place of like bottomless need. And okay, she's telling me that, and I'm like, all right, like that rings true. Yeah. I was like, but what? I was like, it's creepy, but what is sociopathic about it? Like that, which I think of as coldness and inability to feel or empathize. And she was like, I think she's cold and has an inability to empathize. And she should do whatever she has to do to get what she needs from people. And even if it's not successful, like, so that she's dependent. She's kind of desperately dependent on certain people, that would include me. And she'll hurt us. She'll hurt us to be able to save us, to be able to get our gratitude. And it's twisted. And she's saying all this, and I was like, I think she learned it all from my dad. I was like, they were like in cahoots. I think he trained her not to be as much of a dick narcissist. Oh, there was one of the other things, maybe I said in the last vlog, but she was like, I'm not with putting like women in the borderline box and men in the narcissist box. But anyway, I would say that my father was strong narcissistic traits. I hope you can hear me now. It's like the industrial fan and the screaming children. Yeah, I just think about like the weirdness of her, the guilt and shame she probably feels toward Danny. But then she bails him out, even if he might be spending money on crack and not rent. And then mocking him to people who respect him more than she does. Like the family friend circle, they know he's troubled, as mentally ill, drugs, alcohol. Like everybody knows that about him. But there's always a sense of like quiet respect, like not mocking him. It's more like accepting him in the social circle. Like, so if she's gonna go to Colorado for whatever holiday, Thanksgiving, she'll beg Maureen or Kathleen, like, is it okay if you take Danny? Like, I know it's a burden. And then one of them will be like, yeah, it's not a burden, sure, fine. Like that kind of thing happens a lot. And so anyway, I don't know if that's to do with being a sociopath. But, yeah, this therapist thinks she's got layers and layers and layers. Okay, so just now I was in the bathroom, and I was like, what's my checklist of bad things? She's done like major bad things. And I was like, oh yeah, like that visit to Portland when she made out with Eric and triggered insomnia and drove drunk and all that shit. And mainly it was insomnia that made me go into a psychotic episode. But okay, that all happened, all of that. And then you probably know what I'm about to say too, but it bears repeating. Here's Poppy.
I found it.
Oh.
It was on the trampoline.
What do you think it is?
I don't know.
I'm talking to Anna again.
Okay. This is not what the vlog is about.
That's okay. Anna loves you. So, okay, I'm going to finish my vlog. you know. Okay, you know what I'm about to say, but it was like hit me like with new, which it's just to this fucking day. If I talk to her today, she'll only mention the hail. The weather was cold. She had to go to Columbia Sportswear and get a raincoat because she hadn't packed for such cold. She thought March in Portland would be more mild. The hail, oh, the chill in her bones, and she's never acknowledged what happened. Like, barely, not even while it was happening. And I remember she spent time with Drea, and because I was really out of it, and I needed a dress for this wedding we were going to, and there was no way to go shopping, so she went with Drea. Drea must have loved that. I wonder if she bought anything for Drea. I don't know, but I'm sure Drea talks some shit about me. Like, I can't imagine what, but I don't even know. That's just insanity, speculation. But what did they talk about when they were shopping for hours for the one who couldn't go shopping? I mean, to not be able to go shopping is like, that's like to my sister, like the ultimate crippling weakness, rock bottom of life. I'm gonna pay for you. I'm gonna buy you anything you want. You can't go shopping? Like, that is definitely the vibe I've gotten from her before. So then with Drea, like, whispering in the ear, but I don't know. It was just really fucking bothers me is that it's all about the hail and her having to get a new raincoat. The chill in her bones, So, it's so weird. Is it like amnesia? Oh, so in the bathroom just now, I was like, is it like a real kind of strange psychological amnesia? Or is it like, yeah, I know, but it's mortifying and uncomfortable, so I'm going to pretend that never happened? Or is it, yeah, I remember, you're so fucked up, I'm not going to talk about it with you. Like, just blaming me, and just, like, I'll do you a favor and, like, never speak of this again. Or is it like, I'm so ashamed, I will never speak of this again? What the fuck? Maybe I'll talk about that with my therapist. But yeah, John, whatever, I've got the list. I'm gonna start writing this really soon, like in the next few days. Tonight, maybe just drink a big iced tea. But I'm really, yeah. Oh my God, did I say in last night's vlog? Oh, now I only need a minute and a half. Paul came home from work Monday, and he's like, Caroline, talk to me. I was like, what? Because usually I'm like, have you seen Caroline? And he'll be like, yeah, you know, she asked how you're doing. It's like very minimal. But I saw her, ran into her. She asked me to come into the office, and she was like, you know, how's Allison doing? She texted me asking me questions, and I answered them, and I don't know if I gave the right answers, and please tell her that I'll do anything. I'll talk, I'll go to therapy, I'll do anything. And Jacqueline and her husband and kids are all visiting. I don't know when. I suspect August. I don't know exactly when. And we're going to be doing a lot of fun things. We're going to be at Coney Island, and she didn't invite me. She didn't invite Poppy, but it was like obviously in the air. But like, you remember the questions where I was like, because she was like, I know I fucked up, and I was like, how have you fucked up? What are your fuck ups? And they were really superficial. My wedding wasn't that superficial, but there was McCarthy, and then she made a self-deprecating joke. I gotta write that. Paul was like, what are you gonna do? I was like, I'm gonna write the letter. I'm not gonna leave her hanging in the wind. I'm gonna write the letter. Gotta go by